Welcome back to HoI3 with the HPP mod. I'm Captain Yellowfin, and we are in spring after a successful, what was that case? I don't remember. I think case white was Poland, and France was maybe case red. Anyway, we've taken France, and I haven't really thought about the game or the campaign at all, so we're basically on a blank slate. Let's think. We have several issues. We have wasted IC. We should take a look after research. We're getting low on diplomats. I think unity is falling somewhat. Supply situation is looking good. We're not swimming in anything, given by the fact that there are no penalties imposed right now on our stockpiles, but we are doing good. At the moment we have a positive balance. Let's see, we agreed to the German-Soviet cooperation, and that actually gives us quite a bit of rares imports. We export some supplies for money. We export supplies to the US. So we're still on good standing, and we're importing 50 metal from them. The whole trade was done by the AI so far. And really intervened in the meantime. We're even getting some metal from Slovakia, Yugoslavia. Very interesting. China. We're trading with China again. They cut us off after we recognized the Japanese puppet. But I think they have forgiven us, although they're not really doing that well. They still hold their capital, but they're completely surrounded, and their territory, I would say, is about 90% occupied. Although the Chinese are running off somewhere here. But I think we're seeing a very strong Japan. That much is obvious. Oh, we also have Norway to deal with. We have to liberate the division that got stuck here on the coast. We can't move. I could fly in my transport planes, but I'm just gonna connect it with the 3rd Mountain Infantry Division, and then they'll go back north to deal with that landed British infantry. Okay, so we have several issues. We also have one submarine flotilla mounting off Norway, and then we have one here. And we have a few in port because we got new flotillas last time. One flotilla is here. We're also repairing our fleet, which took a bit of damage. In France, I think the highest priority is to occupy the ports. Then we need to reorganize the army, of course. We are already occupying all the other ports. think, yep. That's pretty much that. I think the music is a little bit loud. Let me just deal with that quickly. Okay, so we're going to occupy the ports. Let's rebase the bombers. We also need to deal with the remaining Belgian units. Pull back some of the divisions, chiefly armor. Okay. So I think I have assigned divisions to most ports. I'm pulling back the armor to Germany. And then we have, of course, still a lot of infantry that we can pull back. Let's take this infantry corps and redeploy it in the south. Let's send it to Munich initially. We have to think about the Balkans. Hungary, Yugoslavia, Romania. Make sure that they join the Axis. I have one cavalry division here for anti-partisan purposes. Let's look after production quickly. Okay, we should actually wait because here the need for consumer goods is much higher. So maybe after the day carries over, we won't be wasting so much, I see. Not quite sure. Let's go over research. We're researching a lot of infantry technologies. Let's switch over to diplomacy for a short while. Get more diplomats. Are we researching anything that we shouldn't be researching? That's fine. Cruiser, light cruiser design can stay. We're not researching anything in terms of capital ships. Should probably reconsider that. We're not researching anything in terms of bombers. That's probably bad. Industry. We should research education and computing and radar urgently. Let's switch mobile warfare off. Land theories, land doctrines are fine. Operational doctrines are fine. Naval could use some attention. About air and air also. We're up to date with all these crew trainings, bomber, close air support, and fighter. We are improving naval combat or naval bomber doctrines. But there is a lot to research in air. I'm thinking, let's see, deactivating a few infantry projects. We have 2 projects available. Let's throw one into education and one into I was considering rockets or nuclear, but we're submarine engineering. We actually need these technologies much more than anything for future wars. That's supply organization and supply transportation. But we need about a million other things as well. We have very few active domestic spies. We definitely need more spies. Let's see if we can train these spies quickly. French state starts recruiting Gumiers. Okay, so the Soviet Union delivers an ultimatum to the Baltic states and they all cave. So there are no more, there's no more Estonia, Latvia or Lithuania. Hold on. Estonia is still around. They'll probably get invaded. Why are we wasting IC? I don't understand. Okay, so it fell again. Okay, so that means we can produce more. So we'll immediately do one thing. We will upgrade some light fighters to heavy fighters. That takes care of around 9.5 IC. We'll keep doing that. What else do we need? We did add two battleships to the production queue at the end of last stream. We're also upgrading some support brigades to mechanized support brigades for the medium armor division. We'll soon be done with the upgrade to the first airborne infantry division. I do need 3 infantry brigades because I have a support brigade sitting around not doing anything. And then we have some, I did want to have more motorized infantry. So I'm thinking about taking some experienced infantry divisions and upgrade them to motorized infantry. Like this one, for example. 14th Infantry Division. This one looks pretty experienced as well. Second. I will think about the rest later. What else can we add to production? We're also building some more subs. Let's try to improve on our convoy warfare. Now that we're not fighting any battles actively. How are we doing over here? We are slowly getting disorganized. I should maybe use my bombers. They were naval striking. I'll have them ground attack, help out my the defenders of Norwich. What else is there to do? Taking care of some Belgians. Now we should organize probably our air defense. Maybe I should send one air fleet of medium bombers to Norway. Or even close air support. Interesting. So this is an air fleet where I did lose planes. All my air fleets had four wings. Now I'm down to 2 in this one. Just recently on the forums I was told air wings don't ever lose planes. But I clearly do. I think this one also did. That's interesting. We have additional research that we can commit. Let's see. Mechanical computing is a good choice. It will improve our research. And we are wasting IC. See that we already have an infantry division. That's because we finished the first airborne infantry. These are all some very experienced divisions. They are candidates for upgrades to motorized. I can tell by the stars here. Experience 14.5%, 19%, and 2 stars equals 27.5%. I hope that they preserve the experience value. We'll see. It still doesn't solve my problem that I'm wasting IC, and because I want to wait until divisions have reached my own territory. I think that's where they should be upgraded. What to do in the meantime? I'm a bit annoyed with the fact that I lost plane wings. That's very bad. That is very bad. We're being invaded, or Norwich is under attack. Even if they land just one other division, that will be too annoying. Let's see, can we... Can we assemble a fleet quickly? We should give this a try. See if we can support this. And then we should maybe also ready additional divisions to support Norway. Send 3 additional infantry divisions to Hamburg. So if necessary, we can pick them up and send them to Norway. It annoys me that we're wasting IC, so I'm just going to upgrade this division to motorized. That should take care of the wasted IC. How much is upgrading a whole infantry division to motorized is 3 times 2.5, that's 7.5 plus 5.8, that's about 12, 13, around 14 IC to upgrade 1 infantry division. Oh, I'm too light to see. And they're cutting off my divisions. But I'll connect these 2 divisions, and this one will be able to move, and then I'll send them north. Hopefully. But the problem is that it will cut them off as well. And that's the destroyers that are ready. Three destroyer flotillas. I will add them to the Baltic fleet for now. Personally, I think we should get started with the next set of destroyers immediately. Yep. In the long run, we do want to expand the fleet. They aren't that expensive to build, just 5.7 IC per piece. What's the fleet here? 1 battleship, 2 destroyer flotillas, a light cruiser, and 1 transport. Okay, so they're not going to land a crazy number of divisions, and that's a fleet that my surface units should be able to deal with when they arrive. I've lost the effect of being invaded because my divisions in France took care of the Belgian pockets that were still there after the fall of France. It would be great if we could sink the transport in time, but I don't think it's going to happen. The AI is too stupid to use division to pincer my my units holding Norwich. But it is time that we move in some support. And now the division, of course, the transports, the British transports, they run away. Probably not going to catch them. They're running here. Maybe we're fast enough to catch up with them. Well, we're improving our ground attack tactics. Efficiency plus 20%. Let's try something else. Actually, bit confusing. Let's see if we can use these in the north for the defense. Yeah, I think we don't have a choice really, but to move in some additional divisions. Sinking some enemy transports. And ground attack tactics is ahead of time. Let's switch it over to fighter pilot training. Fighters are the most important thing in my Air Force. Okay, so we found the British fleet. Or some British fleet. I think it's the one, although their transport is now at full strength. I don't know how to do that. And we take full damage. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. But we did sink two of their units, a heavy cruiser and the destroyer flotilla. We also took some damage, so now it's time that we run away. Let's see if we can make it back to port safely. Soviet Union builds the Molotov line, and we're still wasting IC. Let's see. Infantry that I want to upgrade is coming. Let's... I know how to get rid of the wasted IC. We'll rebuild two medium bombers. Which I lost somehow. Let's see if I can bring my fleet back. And if I can deploy some more submarine flotillas. Oh, what's going on? Why? Where did the infantry go? We had a full infantry division here. How can it disappear? What? How does that even work? How can the infantry disappear? It's crazy. I'm going to deliver 4 divisions. I've never seen this happening. Just losing complete division doesn't absolutely makes no sense. This enemy division is even completely disorganized. I'm completely confused. Okay, so we lost that port. Okay, more divisions have arrived, finally. Let's take care of this disaster. British decide destroy the French fleet in July 1940. The British initiated Operation Catapult. Despite their alliance with France, the United Kingdom made the decision to attack the French fleet stationed at Mer el-Kebir. France had just signed an armistice with Germany, and the possibility of the Germans taking control of those ships was considered too much of a risk to leave unattended. That is too bad. And we are again wasting IC. And now we have some additional units here in Germany that we can start to upgrade. They are all about the same in terms of experience. The Emperor of Japan decides to give more territory to their puppet. Still didn't take the remaining Chinese capital. They have closed all the gaps here. They have taken care of the invasion. We'll deal with that pocket and then with the rest around the port. By the way, I did say that I was going to invite Japan into the Axis after the fall of France. I think that's a great idea to do now. Let's accept that. Who else can we invite? We are already influencing Hungary. Now about Romania. They're quite far away and they're drifting towards the Allies. Let's see if we can influence them. Japan accepts the invitation into the Axis. We're sinking an enemy transport. Get some bonuses to espionage and some additional research efficiency. And we have developed armored breakthrough. Check on the submarines. Doing mostly okay. I don't know if they're placed in the best locations yet. I'll think about that later. First I want to deal with Norway. Norwegian disaster. Also there to research, maybe destroyer crew training. I've never seen losing a division like that. That's absurd. The Republic of China Nanjing decides to sign the Anti-Comintern Pact. Signing Germany's proposal for the Anti-Communist Pact to increase relations with the other signers can lead to some misunderstandings with any communist regimes out there. Okay. We will accept as they are Japan's puppet. Sinking some British transports, and let's sign the Anti-Comintern Pact. Yes. Lose a core headquarter, probably. Okay. For Bergen, we could use some support. Too far away, are you kidding me? I'm going to use the naval bombers instead. More British landings. It's time to teach the British a lesson. How? How is the heavy cruiser at 38% in this screen? And in this screen it's at 100%. Let's go. Ah, the CY sometimes. We'll keep one being bombed here. We'll keep one infantry division back. Let's see. Can we inflict some damage? It's here. Carrier, 2 heavy cruisers, light cruisers, 3 destroyer flotillas, 2 transports. And we have some uprisings. From France. Nothing too serious, let's switch off these battle plans. We're doing some damage to the light cruiser. Fleet is moving in. Destroyers are already heavily damaged, but because they have dropped off their units. Let's see, can we get into a battle with them? Where are they? Machuco wants to sign the Anti-Community Pact, yes. Jesus, always missing these fleets, how is that possible? I'm going to park my fleet in Trondheim so I can use it better to prevent more landings. Let's see, can we get some naval bombardment? How? How are you running away after just one short battle? I can't believe it. I need to put bring an end to this these shenanigans in Norway. Finally, we're getting the coastal bombardment bonus. And are you getting supplied? Tank doctrine. I think it's armored Schwerpunkt. Yep. Stick with this. I don't know why this division is completely disorganized already. At least we're sinking a lot of British transports. That will help out. I think we can scale down. Training of diplomats and hopefully shore up intelligence. I think we need to shore it up further. Sinking plenty of transports, nice. But we are being hunted now aggressively. I don't know where we are sinking most of the convoys. I guess here. Here in the Biscay. We need more submarine flotillas. China is no longer attempting to align itself towards our faction, which makes sense because we've accepted all of their enemies basically into the Axis. We need transports desperately. Okay, so that Norwegian disaster starts to look slightly better. Of course, we're also losing some of the convoys, and I wanted to see I need to rename some of those. It probably should be attached to some headquarter. One, two, three, four, five, six. And we're improving agriculture. Great. Running out of manpower is terrible. Let's see. Let's improve decryption. Soviet Union fought a brief war against Estonia, annexed it now into their country. We're still sinking the transports. Should check on the health though. More submarines would be better. But new submarines are only coming. Takes a while. In February. So we have to be careful. Wasn't there a flotilla? Took a lot of damage. Did I lose it? Probably. Let's bring back our main fleet. And we are wasting IC. So let's it's too bad. I thought I could upgrade some infantry. I will just add some transports for the time being. Third Mountain Infantry and 3rd Infantry Division are making their way north. I should cancel these missions. Japan claims the Southeast Asian colonies of Vichy France. Good for them. Let's use the planes. With close air support, can't attack the Bergen, too far away. Use the mountain infantry. We'll use the naval bombers, I'm trying to say. We're sinking a lot of enemy transports. Great to take a toll on their IC. I should keep an eye out for my subs. This one took damage. Should probably send this one home. Actually, now I have bases in occupied France. That is perfect. Indochina wants to sign the anti-committal pact, of course. Let's see, can we take Oslo? I moved one division over, the 4th Mountain Infantry Division. So we have better attack values here. Unfortunately, that allowed the French naval infantry to reorganize. They keep hitting me, but as long as I'm sinking their transports, I'm happy. More transports going down. Let's see, can I use these here? Yep, can. The USSR claims Bessarabia. I guess that's part of the deal that we had with them. Increased German-Russian cooperation. And we have to think about the Balkans sometime soon. Here, 2 divisions got cut off. 20th and 17th Infantry Division. They're attacking Oslo. Hopefully fall soon. So we can start doing more important things. Bergen has fallen. That means we can actually rebase, maybe. The close air support bombers to Bergen and support the attack on Oslo. We haven't taken the base yet. Subs are doing okay. Happy to see that. Artillery training is ahead of time. Let's quickly grab security training. I think Oslo is about to fall, and with Oslo probably all of Norway. United Kingdom decides to take control of Greenland. Let's trade with the Soviet Union, of course. Oslo falls. They are sinking our transports, we are sinking theirs. I think we are sinking more of theirs than they are sinking ours. We have taken Oslo. Finally, Norway surrenders. The government flees to the United Kingdom with most of the Norwegian merchant marine. We'll send 2 infantry divisions to protect Narvik. I think the rest of the divisions should rally in at the moment I don't have the units to pull anything back, really, because I need to protect all the ports as to not be counter-invaded. I think submarine warfare is going rather well right now. Except for maybe that flotilla that I lost. I have an additional one here. Heavy artillery guns is ahead of time. Good, let's switch this project over to... I think we should improve our bombers. We're improving agriculture. Get some additional manpower. Great. It would be nice if we could get Yugoslavia into the Axis without having to go to war with them. But I think they are so close to us that they might join as soon as we go to war with Russia about Romania. Romania wants to sign the Speaking of which, Romania wants to sign the tripartite pact. Romania asked us to let them join our alliance against the Bolsheviks, whom they feel threatened by. What do we say? Yes. Excellent. Bulgaria decides claim Dobrogea. On September 7, 1940, the Treaty of Craiova was signed between Romania and Bulgaria. Romania did so reluctantly and only under pressure from Hitler's regime. The Romanians had to cede the southern part of the Dobrogea area, which they had captured in the Second Balkan War, as well as participate in a population transfer of ethnic Romanians from the territory. Okay, so Romania is in the club now. How about that's weird. So Bulgaria sees us as their highest threat, but they're also aligning towards the Axis, but they're embargoing Romania. That's pretty odd. I have to say, submarine warfare is going pretty well. And we get some bonuses because we have a new country in the Axis, better espionage, better intel, better research efficiency, and better land and naval intel. Right, pilot training is ahead of time. Also getting low on escorts. We'll get some in about a month. Let's add some more to the production queue. And let's decrease the priority of these rocket bases. And we're going to need garrison divisions. We'll have to build up. We're losing unity because we have no domestic spies. It's very bad. We'll reduce research for a while. Train up spies. I think our subs are doing a pretty good job. I'm rather pleased with all of that. We have no reserves whatsoever, so all our submarine flotillas are deployed. And the next ones are only arriving in February. We are losing transports and escorts. Specialized firepower concentration. What bonuses researched? Let's check in on research. Yep, we should be researching a lot more in terms of medium armor. I hope that we're outkilling their transports. It's ahead of time. Special Forces training. Let's rebase the close air support. And then Hungary wants to negotiate. Transylvania was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire until after World War I, when the Treaty of Trianon reduced Hungary to 1/3 of its former size and lowered the population by 3/5. Transylvania became part of the newly formed Romania. Admiral HoI3 of Hungary demanded that the borders be redrawn, and in 1940 got his way in the Vienna Dictate, which gave northern Transylvania back to Hungary. Let's support Hungary, then we can try to get them into the Axis as well. Although I would like to be loyal to Romania because they joined, but I think Romania is in the Axis, so they should stay. Romania accepts. And then hopefully this can get Hungary into the Axis. And then I wanted to use my naval bombers. For additional convoy attacks. We're not being bombed anywhere on the mainland. That's great to see. Maybe we can... Let's move one naval bomber air fleet to the Mediterranean and start harassing British convoys in the Mediterranean. We can actually use them against... use our naval bombers to counter British anti-submarine warfare. It's probably an even better use of these bombers. Maybe that can take some pressure off of my subs. I don't know. Ah, I hate this UI sometimes. Okay, so this flotilla took a lot of damage. Let's see if we can bring it back. For some reason my officer ratio is falling dramatically. There are no enemy air attacks whatsoever. Okay, but we do get some air battles over here in Brittany. Let's set up a screen. And we're improving supplies production. Increase more IC for actual production. Let's throw this into radar. Radar is necessary for having strong planes later on. We're also sinking convoys here in the Mediterranean. They don't really show up here for some reason, but we're using planes to do it. Our naval bombers are pretty weak. They need a lot of attention in terms of research. We need better ammo as well. Our officer ratio is still falling. Infantry doctrine should be firepower focus, yes. We're in desperate need of escorts, but we're getting some very soon. Finished some infantry research, let's put it into our naval bombers. Let's improve maritime attack ordnance. The subs are doing very well. If we manage not to lose any and keep building new subs, and I think we should be doing pretty good. I think we can scale back the officer training a little bit. The spy training. That's what I'm trying to say. More research is possible. We have lost one IC briefly. Need to see if we were being bombed anywhere. Yes, we are. We're back to bombing us. Let's see. Let's upgrade the next couple of air wings. Let's trade with the Soviet Union. And we're sinking huge numbers of transports. It's going brilliant. Our naval bombers doing. Do you even get any opposition here? Does it look like it? About our naval bombers. Kingdom of Italy gives an ultimatum to Greece. In October 1940, Mussolini and his ministers began making plans for a future invasion of Greece. On 28th, an ultimatum was presented to the Greeks. Ioannis Metoxis, the Greeks prime minister at the time, decided that war was the only option, and shortly after, Italian troops launched their first attack from Albania. And so the Greco-Italian War had begun. British fighters are pretty strong. Let's see if we can damage this province's runway. Their fighters are extremely strong. Strikes me as a bit odd. I'm going to rebase my close air support. See if I can use them. Anti-tank guns are ahead of time. Let's switch that project over to... maybe, yeah, we should definitely improve our mountain warfare equipment. We have one additional infantry division. Okay, now we have fully fledged medium armor divisions here. We should urgently upgrade some more infantry divisions to motorized. Oh, wait. Surprised at how well we're doing in terms of rares and metal. And we can negotiate with investors. Let's do it. We're being attacked here. How are they so strong? Is it just a radar? Let's cancel these missions. It's absolutely pointless. What's going on with my fighters? Okay, I have 2 additional fighter air fleets. There's nothing going on here. In that case, I'll bring over the heavy fighters. Okay, finally we have the upper hand. How? How did the British have so many planes? I think our air force is getting a bit weak. Let's see. What if we split up our air fleets? I'm gonna try something. How many we have of those? I think we were at 5 hunters. They keep bombing me. How can they fly here and not be intercepted? I don't understand. They bring 6, I bring 2. How? How? I have so many planes here. I don't know, the air warfare is going complete opposite direction. Let's check up on the submarines. Doing fine. For 500 money, we can increase officer recruitment, absolutely. I think I have to combine them again. I think 2 isn't doing anything. Even my heavy fighters take way more damage than the enemy. I have no idea why that is. Why is it that we suddenly need 0 in espionage? In diplomacy. Yugoslavia is mobilizing. Italy isn't doing too well. So we are... It's actually... Can we... Maybe we can send Italy some help. Let's see if they want some expeditionary forces. Yeah. Let's send them the 24th. Army Corps. Okay, they don't want to help with Greece. I'm going to interrupt or end the stream for today here, and I come back tomorrow night. We'll think about how to help Italy and Greece. We'll develop a concrete plan how to build up for Barbarossa. We'll deal with the rest of the air warfare, which isn't going terribly well yet. We'll figure something out. I want to thank everybody who stopped by. Take care, and I'll see you